Watch my face. Watch the fall.
Luckily, we didn't break any skin. Does the skin ever crack and blood come out and things like that?
No, unless you don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to do it, obviously, you can cause damage to your body.
Or kill yourself.
Yeah, right. And again, we recommend, please don't try any of these things. No, I don't want to break a board.
It's not styrofoam, folks.
It's the real thing, isn't it? All right, it's an amazing demonstration. And the name of the book, again, is The Martial Arts for Young Athletes. And we thank you, Michael, very much. And your assistance, too. Right back with Shirley Knight in a moment.
Welcome back. I'm Bill Boggs. And now I'm not going to say that there's a lot of crime in the streets. I'm not going to say that a lot of New Yorkers are afraid to come out of their apartments. However, if you should actually have any of those kind of fears, our next guest has a few tips on how to protect yourself right on the street. So let's welcome back Michael Di Pasquale, Jr. Hey! How you doing? Nice to see you. Happy Easter.
You too.
Good to have you with us. Now, what basically should a person be looking for when they're on the street? I mean, you shouldn't be wandering around in a daze like I've been recently.
Well, the most important thing is if you're traveling in a city street to make sure that you don't walk next to the buildings. The reason why is if there's somebody inside, say if there's a vestibule, or maybe in a lobby or in an alleyway there, it's very easy to pull you into the alleyway and you disappear. And next thing you know, someone's choking you around the throat. That's very, very important. Another thing to look for, especially in a park, in an area in a park, is make sure that you're alert of the people that are ahead of you. If you're jogging or if you're running, if you see 3 or 4 people that look suspicious, take a detour. Run the other way. Make sure you travel on the routes that have bike signs on it, things like that. Where there are people, it's important, very, very important.
Isn't it also important to travel with a confidence that nothing's going to happen to you? Like to project a certain...
The most important thing is if you come out of work and you're tired, don't show that you're tired. And the reason why is because an attacker mostly will look for a victim that is tired. He will not look for a victim that's alert, alive, walking down the street with his chest out, his head up. When you come out of work, no matter what condition you're in, you should always look alert. Try to look alert when you're walking.
In movies, they prearrange most of the motions in movies, especially the self-defense motions. They're choreographed to the point where they have someone come in and set them up so they look realistic.
So the timing is well rehearsed?
And very well rehearsed. Probably about 6 or 7 times, maybe sometimes 10 times before they even shoot it. It is prearranged. But I'm not saying they cannot handle themselves out on the street. It just takes a little bit more time, obviously, to study for that particular aspect of martial arts, street fighting.
This young and handsome man who I've been told is going to be a red-hot movie star soon is mostly, as of this moment, the author of Martial Arts for Young Athletes. And Mike...
We're going to start with a great karate expert. And let me show you what we have here. We have here some chipped and cut and piercing glass. His name is Mike Di Pasquale. And incidentally, his own magazine will be coming out real soon. It's called Combat Karate. Comes out in March of this year. And this is his book on martial arts for young athletes. He's really one of the foremost experts in our field. Here's Mike Di Pasquale. Mike? Nice to see you. Thank you very much for joining us. So we have some chipped glass here. Now, is this the real stuff, huh?
It's the real stuff, definitely.
Let's see. How tough can it be? Didn't hurt me at all. What are we going to do today?
Well, we're going to stand on some of the glass using a little bit of the mind control involved in the martial art. We'll do some self-defense, push blocking, blindfolded. We'll do some self-defense with grabs and strikes, blindfolded. And we'll also do some boat techniques, which is stick techniques. Not blindfolded, though.
Yeah.
That I don't want to end up hitting anybody with.
All right, fine. But first of all, let me look up close here as you step on that glass. Are you going to put your mind in a different frame of reference? Is that how you avoid getting cut and feeling the pain?
Basically, yes. There's also a little bit of trickery to it. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't get cut. You got to be very, very careful. But when you
go onto the glass, you've got to go on evenly. You can't move too much when you're on the glass, or move as you're going on the glass. When you get on the glass, you've got to stay firm and settled. So when you step on the glass, none of the sharp pieces really come up.
But what about the mind? Are you using self-hypnosis?
Yes,
of
well,
some
when
kind?
you're doing self-defense off the glass, it's very difficult because you normally move your feet when you're using self-defense technique. Very rarely you can do self-defense technique standing still.
All right.
So obviously the mind control you have to have coordinating the self-defense technique at the same time you're standing. This is very, very important. It's very intense.
Go into it right now?
We're going to try to, yes.
Okay, there he goes.
I have my assistants with me.
You're on the glass.
Okay.
Ready for the blindfold?
Yes.
Okay, here it comes. Now we will blindfold him. I hope. You guys have done this before, I guess.
Yes.
And now you're going to have somebody actually literally attack you?
Yes.
And blindfolded and on glass, you're going to defend yourself.
Push blocking first. This is push blocking, just basic blocking. Okay, we'll start off nice and slow. Okay. Well, this is basic blocking, keeping control. Okay, using control movement. Concept is Ju-Jitsu concept, Karate concept, Wing Chun concept. Sometimes you gotta watch your hands because when you're moving and you have no movement on with your feet, it's very tough.
And then the Karate Kids.
Yeah.
You brought some kids along to give a demonstration, and this is how you teach them. Let's watch.
Okay. Okay, bow. Ready, ready. Sit. If they have any. Ready, sit. Ready, sit.
We're in Closter, New Jersey, a small suburban community where the fight against crime is just as intense here as it is in the big city. Mike Pasquale Jr., who runs this martial arts program, says just about anyone can learn this kind of self-defense.
I'll grab you in this position here. What you do is you pivot your rear end to the side.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Actually, just hit you in the groin.
One, you put it from here, and over. Down. You're very strong.
Mike, are you finding that more women are signing up for your program?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm running women's programs all over right now.
What about the practical aspect of the training? You also give them information that they can use, not so much how to defend themselves, but what to watch out for.
As far as an attacker goes, he will go for the weaker person instead of the stronger person. If you show positivity by walking around alert, they're not going to go for you. And showing that you're alert.
Somebody who looked a little bit like Richard Gere, somebody suggested Paul Newman, and I said a little too old.
How about this actor?
This guy is a good singer, he's a good dancer, a good look-alike, and obviously has watched me closely and has gotten all of my technique.